Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to talk about one of the most effective tips I have received. So, in this case, for me, like I mentioned on previous oral productions, my main problem or issue is procrastination. So, I think I mentioned it before, but a few months ago, I worked remotely doing reviewing some documents for my Vivienda fund. The work was really easy and simple. It wasn't like something really difficult. It was a bit complex and tedious, but nothing too extremely hard. But the thing is that there were many documents I have to do, like maybe 50 on more on a day to check on a day. Normally, I have plenty of time to finish everything, but like I mentioned, procrastination. I wasted a lot of time doing stuff that it wasn't doing the task, like watching videos, checking social media, doing other things, helping or doing stuff on my home, whatever. And then in the end, I have to work very fast at the end of the day because I have to finish everything because I have a very tight deadline. So one day I remembered about the Pomodoro technique. I remember I had it when I first started university a few years ago, and I never give it like a big chance. But since I was working and the work wasn't like too, I don't know, too difficult for me, I decided to give it a try. And for me, it completely changed the way I work. So I already mentioned it before again on a previous production, but this time is like the main focus. So the idea is pretty simple. You work for X amount of time, for example, maybe 25 to 30 minutes without interruptions, and then you take a 5-minute break. For example, for me, I just search online Pomodoro timer and I set it the time, click start, and well, follow the routine. And also during those 20 to 25 minutes, I also listen to music because I always find easier to work with music. Well, this method, like I'm saying, really work amazing. It really worked for me because it made my attention focus only on one task at a time. So it made small goals easier to achieve, and also long tasks didn't seem so difficult for me. I also noticed that, well, of course, that my work was could be finished earlier and with less mistakes than before. I also know that another useful tip is, well, that goes well with this method, is keeping your phone away while you are working, like notifications turned off, or and maybe put your phone on vibrator, or put it somewhere you can reach it easily. Which yes, okay, sorry. Which yes, I know this is a very useful tip also, but for the work I was doing, I couldn't allow that because there were many specific case or complicated uh, files that I didn't know the answer. So it was better for me to enter WhatsApp and ask my supervisor about what should I do with these files. So yeah, I couldn't like completely forgot about my phone. But if you can, I think it's a really good method to improve this Pomodoro method. So in summary, for me, I think this is one of the best production tips. Just try to use Pomodoro and well, forget about your phone a bit. Because it's simple and it doesn't require any special tools. Like I said, it can be there are a lot of websites where you can put a timer and just follow it. You don't even need a timer. You can just watch the time, but it's easier to have a timer, and it can be used almost by everyone, students, office workers, or anybody who wants to manage their time better. So if you usually procrastinate like me, I highly recommend trying this method. Of course, it doesn't have to be followed perfectly or strictly, but the important thing is to try to be consistent and will keep our productivity improving little by little. So that's all for today. Thank you for listening.